What is this? Only two of us? What the hell?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We're getting slowly rug pull. It's a slow rug pull.
It's a slow pull.
Yeah. We have to start recruiting. Everybody get more important things to do than to be in this very fun and very community-driven live stream. We need content, guys.
Markable said he would come.
Who wants to join us? Join the fight. We are looking for you. We want you to
Here's
join
Wales.
the fight.
All right, we have a quorum now. We have Wales, and Markable said that he was going to come if he's not busy with his with his freaking nasty pedo van that he's touring Europe in, which is ridiculous.
Don't
tell the authorities.
No words. We don't want to get banned. Hush now. We're still on YouTube. We're being censored all the way. Well, some people are not here, but we got George Taco in the house, Finn Beer. Hello, Mouth Tony, the something child, Nick Manos, Jason Ruby, Red Squirrel. Hey there. Good morning, Alan. Alan's always every stream he's in here.
Yeah.
Yahoo. What is it? Godfather. Andre. Yeah, he's busy. He's busy, Andre. SE. What's up? What's up yourself? Happy Tuesday. It is a happy Tuesday. Who else do we have? Spike. Hexander, good morning. Yeah, wherever you are. Nice boost dust. Yeah, he's just hungry. He knows that it's feeding time soon, so he comes up, and
And then
my
fucks
girlfriend is
off.
moving,
Yep.
so he's like, maybe there is
Yep.
food there. Don't trust him. He's
Dust
just an
bomb.
opportunist.
Yeah, self-interested, right?
If Dustbaum is Spock, then Papa B is question mark. I don't know.
Oh,
Good one. That's a good one.
can I be?
Dustbaum gang, yeah, Dustbaum.
I'll be Uhura.
Morning, dears. I think we got everyone. Unleash the Kraken. Okay, we caught up. Good morning, everyone. I have no idea what to talk about today because not a lot of things have happened. I did play around on the V2 testnet finally, though. Found some time, created some liquidity pools, got the incentive token, checked out how everything works, and it was smooth. It was so smooth. Such a smooth experience. And it was super fast. It felt like a centralized database. It didn't feel like blockchain. It felt like snappy. Everything you did was confirmed really quickly. I didn't play with the gas limits and so on. I didn't have to because everything was just going smoothly. And the UI is really intuitive and amazing for Pulse X, that is.
I agree with Alan Fiz Ame. It is really weird. There is something broken in the Matrix for sure. That Dustbaum is very chipper and animated today. Dustbaum, are you in love or something? What's going on?
I'm feeling bad. I just come from climbing and I'm all pumped up from climbing.
The B is silent. Climbing.
Whatever that is.
The B is silent.
Am I too European to understand that joke?
No. CLIMB, we don't pronounce the B, so it's climbing, not climbing.
Really?
Yes.
Climbing.
Climbing. See, you did it. Perfect.
Wow, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Now,
language.
in other news, in other news, the K in knife is also silent.
Yep. And me.
Nice. Yeah. You're right.
And me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
get on your
right?
knees.
Huh? What's the matter?
I don't even know that word. Hey.
Oh.
Oh. What's up, bro?
Took a while, but my beard grew back, so now I can be on stream again.
Yes. The re-anonymized Markable Thoughts comes back from his time in Portugal. And I'm sure he can share with us something of Dustbaum's soon-to-be, replanting himself yonder.
I'm not there yet.
Hex is up, apparently. Is it
Hex is
true?
up.
Are we up?
15, 14-9.
Wow,
But guys,
amazing.
Hex is always up.
Hex is always up.
Up or down is literally a reference of point.
I would like to be Nostradamus, please. Just keep going like I did the painting last time on the charts, and I will be a happy camper. I just did a green line straight up, which is what happened last time after we had similar formations. It's oh my god, what's the word? No, not fraction.
Fractal.
Fractal. Thank you very much. It's a fractal right now that's playing out, if it plays out. So basically straight to $1.2 or something, or 1.5.
Hey, Beardley,
That's
since
fractal.
you're controlling all this insanity, I can tell. Can you swap yourself with me so we can get me out of the thank you so much. Thank you, bastard.
Wait, who put him back? Was it Peter?
It's Dustbaum that's farting around.
I don't have the power.
Beardley,
Well,
could you please?
I
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
And you're back.
It's so wonderful to have you back, Markable.
Right? That's what I thought.
I don't want to be in this
Oh, wait, what is
place
it?
either. The brand on the forehead is great.
Perfect.
Hi, everyone.
You should tattoo that on your forehead.
Captain BS.
You should stand up and then it can be on your chest.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice. I was just in time. I screenshotted that. Thank you.
I can do another one just for you.
No, I already got it. It's fine.
God damn it! I need
That's
to
how
shave
it
my
works.
beard. Didn't do it in a
So
while.
speaking of, hey Henry, speaking of price action, did anybody catch that 1 minute like wick up that
On-
went up
on
to like
V2?
I don't look at
yeah on V2?
Yeah, I heard about it. Somebody, I talked about it in the voice chat. I think that somebody just set up the approval to be specifically for V2 because that was the biggest pool before, the biggest liquidity pool,
Yeah.
and they just didn't double check that the pool sizes changed over all to V3, and they just bought as they buy every week or every month or whatever. And just got executed at 30 cents. It's very sad for that gal or guy,
Guy. They just got
but
cut in
yeah.
half. Chop. Chop,
Yeah.
chop, chop.
If you're
You know-
you're listening to us, go update your approvals for Uniswap or use 1inch.io to get the best execution price from all the pools.
Okay, what I see here is another candle. I don't know why. I'll figure it out. But I saw one that went up to like 57 cents, so that's pretty cool too.
Is that the one you see on Staker?
Yeah.
I think Staker is pulling from V2, right?
You think?
Guys, I think the chart is broken. It was
Yeah.
only giving me green daily candles. Now it shows a red one. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's broken.
supposed to be there.
I want my money back.
Where's the manager? I think something's wrong here.
Yeah, El Accidente,
Let me
where
talk
are
to
you?
your manager.
I haven't heard from El Accidente for a long time. So. Come on.
Yeah, on Staker there is a bunch of them. There is like 4 wicks that go up to $5. So whoever bought on Uniswap V2 is not
Thank you.
watching the liquidity pool. Well, I'm not selling hex, so no thank you from me because I didn't get executed at $5.
But how much volume was there though? It's like
I don't know, probably not a lot.
silly amount. Yeah, it's like minuscule. 14.9. Melv Tony's in the house, giving us the breakdown of the beautiful real-time pricing. Thank you very much. We missed you.
Yeah.
And Melv Tony says it went up to 32.7. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, there you go. Halfway back to all-time high. All right.
What's Hadron doing?
Isn't that 25 cents, not 15? What do you mean? Halfway back to all time. Mine would be above 25 cents.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
But we're talking 32.7.
Yeah, no, fuck 32.7, bro. We need to aim higher. We need to aim for $32.70.
That's correct. Why stop there? $327.
There you go. Now you're thinking.
Did anyone check for the Fibs?
What? Fibonacci's? Nah, I don't waste. I don't do all
Where
that.
did we?
Go ahead.
where
Tickle
did
us
it
the
go?
fib lines. Well, Das Bomb, do you have something for us?
I just stick to like the 50%. I just stick to regular retracement levels, 25, 50, 75%. Because you don't got to really throw no, lines on the chart for that. You can just do the math. So, yeah, just easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good comment by Vibra Finance. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you jumping in the chat with that piece of gold.
Yes.
That's right.
We can't even put this up. We got nobody that could put these things up.
I can
Hey,
put it up.
Beard guy.
thank you. Beard guy,
Beard guy.
come on.
Hey.
What, this?
You're our grip.
sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beard guy.
Back in my day, we were happy to talk about the penny.
Right. Back in my day, when there was a penny,
Yep.
you can buy 500,000 with $100,000.
Yeah. Back in my day, we used the word giddy.
Oh man, but
And the
hey,
gas costs were low too. Don't
yeah,
forget that.
they were
That was
The
about a
good
penny
old
too.
times.
I remember when motherfuckers were like pausing at a
Man.
$2 cost to do anything.
Yeah.
Remember those
One
days?
one or two gwei, two gwei
Ugh.
for a transaction. That was the time. Although we did wick down to like 10 or so recently, and then all the way up
To
to
1,000.
1,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
ETH
Oh
is not
boy,
broken.
Right.
it's all the traders coming back for the price volatility in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everybody's jumping on the train.
It is. It's
Yeah.
Last week I had to fill up my car with gas, and I was searching for the best price at the gas stations, and then I found one which is still a terrible deal because the prices are ridiculous,
yeah.
and I felt exactly the way I felt on Ethereum. Felt good.
Like at least I got a lower price than everybody
Yeah,
else. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I was happy about a good deal, and then I thought about it, and I was like, "Oh, this is not a good deal."
yeah, it's not a good deal. It's fucked. And then this is how they get you. You know,
Yeah.
they really trick people like this. I mean, look, I remember, and Papa, I don't know if you were still stateside at the time, but this was about 22 years ago. And this was like right when Bush came into office, 9/11 had happened and all this stuff, and gas was still under $1. Like I remember seeing gas prices for premium being 99 cents. Then all of a sudden, it jumped to $1.09, and never again have we seen under $1 from that point in time. Never. And this was in Florida or some shit when I remember this. Like New York, the price was low. Florida, the price was low. Like it was low everywhere. And 4x later, 5x later. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy, yo. Imagine your cost of living going up 5x, but your wages have gone where?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
2% up.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
you got
go.
Wales. You don't remember
Annually 2%.
Wales. You weren't even a sparkle in your mommy's eye. But
Right.
let me tell you, back in the early '80s,
Mm.
we had two crazy things happen in Southern California. One, of course, was a crazy gas embargo, freaking shortage. Like people,
Yeah.
they rationed out the gas. So if you had an even number or odd number license plate, you were allowed to fuel up on certain days. And there were like lines that were going in like a mile, and people would run out of gas in line trying to get their stuff fueled up. You watch the movie Licorice Pizza, that new one that came out. They actually have the story is based in that time period, and people are like getting in fights over gas and siphoning off gas from each other. It's pretty cool. That was great to live through. And then the other thing was property taxes were such, just like you guys are talking about. Your wages go up like 2% cost of living, and then the property taxes were like going nuts in Southern California to the point where your home, your property taxes were 1/3 of your wages. 1/3 of your wages were property taxes, not even home payments, property
Wow.
tax.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, and then that's when like Reagan said, "Wait, when Prop 13 wouldn't be a bad thing," and passed that shit, and then they kind of lowered them and locked them in. So, but that was a freaking. I mean, nobody fixed that problem at that time. They're like, "Hey, welcome to homeowners. Being a homeowner now, you can have a beautiful place for your family. Your minimum wage is fine. You can afford it. Just squeak by. Now we're gonna rape you on taxes by 1/3 of your take-home wages, net wages
Yeah.
every year are going to pay your property tax. People couldn't afford houses.
I mean, of course not. It's crazy, man. It's crazy
Who
that
can
all this shit
afford houses
happened.
now?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, Hex Monkey makes a great point. I don't know if you guys can see it in the chat. And yet, 80% of the population still doesn't realize inflation comes from the government and the Fed. Literally. Like
Yeah,
that's it.
Richard had some really good tweets on that 2 days ago or something.
It's about time he joins the conversation.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for a long time. So good of him to join us and pointing out what everybody needs to know. Like everybody needs to know this, not just us. Everybody. And there's a lot of people with eyes on him. So it's important that people like him relay the right message, because this information isn't hidden. And if we can get the right message out there and enough people see it enough times to get them to be like, yo, let me look into this shit. What are these guys talking about? I thought money was just something that, whatever. Because a lot of people really don't understand money. You know, it just so happens that a couple weeks ago, I think we talked about this last week too. The state of Florida had to literally make a law dictating that this is that you must, as a high school adolescent, learn financial literacy. I mean, this is crazy. That has to be put in writing. And oh, what else did they do? They also made in the law, put this in the text, which is crazy, that teachers cannot be talking about sexual things and sexual encounters or sexual exploitations with children under the age of third grade or something like that. It's like, why do we even have to put this on paper?
Yeah. Ugh.
Like, this is the shit that's going on in the world that people don't realize, that this is why everything fucking matters. Every fucking thing. You can't just act like, oh, you're gonna get money and that's it. Nah, man. That shit is so irrelevant that it's not even funny.
Money is a tool.
Money is a tool, exactly.
Yeah. It just exacerbates or diminishes if you have or not have money. It's a multiplier.
It's like
it's an enhancer. It's a multiplier of your current situation. If you're in a bad situation, money won't solve your issues. It will just make them worse. Yeah, magnify them. Yeah. But if you're in a good situation, you have your life in order, and then you have more money, you can make it work better. You can invest it and have a better outcome just from having more money.
Yep, and this is
going back a little bit, real upside. I had a question before that we skipped. How far back does approval change go? This is a recent thing. Thanks. I hope you're still here. It's not that it changed something. You always had to approve a specific pool to be able to interact with it. So
that's common, by the way.
If you set up your decentralized exchange to use only one pool, then it will use that one pool. For example, if you only want to use the V2 hex to Ethereum pair, then you will always use that pool to interact with. But if you approve to use 1 inch, then you're interacting with the contract, and the contract itself will draw from all the different pools. So this is like the power of the aggregators, because they automatically draw from all pools, while you only have to give one approval to that aggregator. But if you go around the aggregator and do it manually, then you draw from only that one liquidity pool on Uniswap for that specific pair. And people that set it up in this way, they might not see that something has changed on the pools on total. For example, when I had a lot of Ethereum, I changed it to the ERC20 version, and then I used specifically only the Ethereum to Hex pool to buy Hex, because that was for me the most gas efficient, and it was also the biggest liquidity pool at that time. That made sense back then, but it doesn't make sense today, because the pool has diminished so much in contrast to the USDC pool. So now you rather want to use USDC ERC20 to get the best execution, or use 1 inch that does it automatically for you. So I'm just thinking that somebody forgot about the approval. It's not something you have to do if you use an aggregator like 1 inch or Matcha or 0x or whatever. No.
Good stuff, man. This is important shit. Especially now that people are going to be looking to provide liquidity and stuff like that. What's going on, D? So, important information.
We got the Crypto Goose also laying down some facts here in the chat. Good to see him here. He comes to the voice chat. He's really a senior member, very smart guy. Shout out to Crypto Goose. Yeah.
Yep.
So this is good stuff. I think you can agree with there, Wales.
Oh, of course. It's the message, isn't it? I mean, sound money comes from not having to explain why the value of something is decreasing over time. Like, that's something we have to find the answer to, because it's not even realized by the average person. They really just think that prices go up because companies want to make more money. Like, this is the narrative that's out there. Like, the average person thinks that is why prices are higher. Not necessarily the cost of inputs, right? And these are the kinds of things that, you know, When you have sound money, it's not an issue. It's just not. I mean, it's just non-existent because the prices are stable, and this is what transpired. This was the change that gave us the markets that we have today in 1971. We used to have fixed rate system, not a floating rate system. So this is the differentiator between pre 1971 August 15 and post August 15, 1971, because that's the day that the original Bretton Woods system ended, and that was a fixed rate system. So
Mhm.
what we've had since that point in time has just been a devaluation, a consistent devaluation. What you had prior to then was just a event driven devaluation, because the devaluations only happen during recessions, during points in time where the government could literally find an excuse. After that point in time, it was just happening systematically. So it was different. They didn't have to mask it. It could just happen slowly over time. And this is why we are where we're at now. And that's probably the best explanation I've ever given in regards to that shit. Yeah, that's what
Wales, I sent you didn't send you a DM, but it just reminded me that there was one topic I wanted to kind of bring out, and that was mark to market.
yes, 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 yes,
I
yes.
wanted to talk about this because I can see, and there are proponents, and there's definitely good points and seriously bad points, but the most important point is that it is going to increase the government may think that they're going to catch a little bit of a windfall, but they could easily lose revenue by doing this as well. It's ridiculous, but if they're going to do it, wouldn't this also be the way that you account for your crypto if it's in a trust, especially a family foundational trust? Wouldn't it seem like you already have to worry about mark to market when you evaluate your liquid crypto, not your staked HEX, not your staked HEX? And that's what I want to ask about to you, Wales. How would you deal with mark to market for liquid assets that you're holding outside of a trust? How would you account for them if mark to market comes onto the play within a trust? And finally, liquid versus staked.
Right. So let's touch on the first one, which is just liquid. Mark to market is something that a lot of people don't like because they don't get to hide their accounting. Right? They
Right.
can't. They can't use accounting to hide the valuation of the book. And this is one of the main reasons that Wall Street loves U.S. GAAP accounting, because U.S. GAAP is not mark to market.
Mhm.
Mark to market is you're just taking the market price for whatever date that you're referencing, and that's it.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much it when it comes to a liquid bag. So it's very straightforward. Um,
When would you mark this, so to speak? When would you markable to market, as the chat aptly put it? What date, if it were in a trust or outside, what date do you think that the government would smack that valuation on? Would it be the same
Creation.
date for everybody? And if so, wouldn't that just make the markets crazy?
No, no, no. That's not quite how it works. It depends on your books.
All right.
So if this entity was created, a year ago, and you submitted X amount of capital to fund this entity, then that would be the basis upon which the gains would happen. So if you
Okay.
start a trust with $10, that's the start of the fund. Like, that's what you funded it with. The books are starting open with $10. Like, that's the assets on the books, right? Because that's what you put on the document, on the legal documentation.
Right. But in
Because all of
in
that is
annual accounting for let's say a
annual.
family foundational, right?
Mhm.
You got to account for all your
You're
value
gonna you're
at
gonna
that for
go
that
by
year.
your fiscal year, whatever date you use for your fiscal year,
Okay.
and
Can
that
you
should
assign a
be.
different fiscal year than the calendar year in a
Yeah,
trust? You
you can do
can.
whatever. It depends on your jurisdiction. Number one, right? So you have to be able to find out what it is that you can do based on the jurisdiction within where your trust is structured. Because that's why we can't really talk about these things like that, because it's very broad based. So if you're in Israel, you can do one thing. If you're in Japan, you can do something else. If you're in the U.S., you're beholden to other rules. So it's
Mhm.
all dependent on the tax rules within that jurisdiction. They're not all the same.
All right. Well, for the sake of argument, how about the U.S.
The U.S. it depends on trust.
family foundational?
Depends the use of the trust.
Well, let's just say that you have to give 5% of your
Yeah, man,
5% of your value of the trust held in the trust every year to an actual charity, and you have to account for that 5% based on the value mark to market.
Well,
How would you do that?
If you're doing
Mark
it,
to market to marketable market.
Yeah, marketable.
Thank you.
You win.
Marketable. Let me see here. Let me look something up real quick, 'cause I just want to
Yeah.
make sure I give the right information. Because I
Yeah,
don't
thanks.
remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
a trust specifically, if they are not beholden to a specific date based on the type of entity structure that it is, then they should be able to pick their fiscal year just like anybody else can, because it's just another entity.
I like this streaming thing down here. Not financial advice. Don't listen to these fucktards. That's always a great way to
Nice.
sum things up. Thank you, Markable.
No problem. Wasn't me, but sure.
Let's see.
Side point while you're looking it up. Hexagon of Pull Street said, most people just don't want to learn, have tried for decades now. I honestly think some people have to get wrecked. I gave away so many Bitcoin years ago trying to help and educate people, complete waste. This is something that most people learn once they get into a position of being able to give away or being in a leader role. To create a real buy-in by yourself as the motivator is really, really hard. Leading people is much, much easier if you lead someone who wants already to go to a certain point. So if you have the buy-in that's coming from within you and somebody wants to learn, somebody wants to use the time, you as the person who has the knowledge or who has the means to accomplish something, you need to test everybody before you commit to something. You need to make sure that the buy-in from that other person actually exists. This is why you usually have a cost associated with whatever you want to accomplish in life, because that filters out all the people who are not willing to go all the way. Try to filter out all the people that you that you're looking at, and then once you filter them out, you will have the people that actually do follow up and do something with your Bitcoin. They do something with the hex, that want to learn and want to complete the whole process. That's who you want to spend your precious time for then. And then you will have success in multiplying yourself into them, and then they will also multiply that effect onto other people.
And if you just give people information and they don't listen, then hindsight you can say this, and then you can laugh, and then you're happy again.
Yeah. Move on. Try not to linger on those. Try to stay away from regret. Just move on. You will have a much happier life. Just acknowledge that there's multiple games, multiple occasions to do something in life, and you're just going from one to the next, and you ideally you want to look at all the subset of games you're playing and make sure that you're more than 50% winning of the time of all the games. So even if you lose 1, 2, 3 games, you can still win all the other 7, right? And then you have a 70% success rate, which then to translate to you having a positive impact on your peers, on society, on whatever. Yeah.
Right. There you go. If you want to be an effective agent of change, you must exercise that change yourself. That is one way to start. I have the answer.
Okay.
It's just as I said earlier. Now the caveat is as follows. So basically, you can either use a calendar year or you can elect the 12-month period to be your fiscal year. But it just must be a 52 or 53 week tax year, right? For the U.S., this is U.S. specific, what I'm talking about right now. Because of course, You will have some years where the months will not be the same, and this is why they state 52 to 53 week fiscal calendar year, because either way, it's going to end up being that way. Because all you're doing is electing an end date when you're selecting a fiscal year. So, say you want your fiscal year to start July 1st. That means your fiscal year ends June 30th. Simple as that. Um, and the caveat is as follows: if you have a tax exempt organization, then you need to ascertain what limits you have, because that's going to be different for each tax exempt organization, and there's no answer I can give for that. But a plain blanket answer, which you can find on the IRS site, which I'm just going to throw in the chat now, is just what I told you. You can elect either calendar year or a fiscal year. I mean, and this is just basic, just basic information.
And one question about that: you elect a fiscal year. Let's say that you create an entity, and you elect for June 1st to be or June 5th. Let's say sell in May and go away. So you want everything to be the lowest for the reporting in May. So you take a little bit of a buffer.
This is the way fiscal years work. Because I guess you missed it when I said it. It has to be on the ending of the last day of any month, except December, basically.
Fine. So it's the last day in May. How's that? Yeah. And then if that's so, what if you create the entity in March, and you want May end to be your fiscal end? Is it possible?
Well, let me see. They do say something about that in here. Non-existent. Even if you were not in existence for the entire year, a tax return is required for the time you were in existence.
That's fine.
So
you put a zero. You put a zero. You do $0. Everything for
whatever.
To shore it up.
Would be, yeah.
I get it. Well, that sounds great. It makes sense.
It's just basic shit. They're not trying to.
Right. So mark to market,
get paid too. You know what I mean?
Right. So if you want mark to market, you can actually time it for the expected lull in the market, which would be Mayish, maybe.
If you wanted to do that, you could, because HEX seems to be pretty fucking repetitive.
Right. Cool. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, end of March seems to be a good point in time.
Cool.
We only had 2 Marches though, right?
Yeah, but we had 3 Mays.
How did Mays look?
And we're coming into the 3rd May now, and it's looking like it's gonna look like last May.
Well,
that's why I'm like.
So maybe March is the best time to wrap your shit up.
Yes,
nice. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Free of charge. I mean, and it's funny because you would think this would be hidden somewhere, but it's not. It's all out there. It's just public information. We have to remember that they want you to pay. They don't really want you to go to jail, because then they can't, then they got to put money into your ass, right? Oh, congrats, man. Good stuff.
Good on you, Dorsey, and your wife.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But, yeah. So that's the nature of the beast, man. Nature of the beast.
So the 1st May was... Wait, am I on the right one? No, I'm not on the right one, of course.
Your Honor, I took financial advice from these fucktards. Can you please identify the fucktards? There they are, right there.
One is a whale, one is a beard, one is a gray alien, and one is a tree.
Okay, so the 1st May was going down for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, okay. We only had 2 Mays though. And the 2nd May, so 2021 May was straight up. It's just straight up. So one was down, one was straight up, and the 3rd one is, we're not in the 3rd May yet.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't see any consistency in that.
Well, I think you're missing the overall big picture, DOSBomb. From March to June, what does it look like?
March to June is all the way up. March to September is up.
Carry on, sir.
Yeah.
So then would February be a better one?
Yeah, but but Papa said sell in May or something.
The
No,
traditional market is
no.
sell.
May and forget.
Sell in
No,
May and walk away. Yeah,
Yeah, that
it is
one.
sell in May.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
hold true for Hex at all. Like,
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
The greater market, though, I'm just giving an example, right? If you want to pick a time for the greater markets, if you had a basket of assets that were on the traditional market, you would choose maybe May for your accounting, so you could get the sell off and then the mark to market point where you have to pay taxes on your greatest amount of all your assets. Like for a family foundational, it'll be better when the market is in the shitter rather than when it goes up like crazy. You
yeah,
won't pay
I
five.
understand the concept, but I just
Oh, okay.
didn't see it in Hex.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
here's.
I think there is freedom though, right? So you're saying it's May. I know of the sell-off in December, January because of the tax year ending. Everybody's selling
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the shit to pay taxes,
Yeah.
and then there is the Halloween lull, or around that the fall. There is
Right.
there is a lull as well,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it just
Early
drops
September
every
to
time.
October. Early
Yeah.
September to October.
Because Pulse and Pulse X they're not gonna follow Hex in the least. They're gonna be following the greater market because they're traded differently, right?
Yeah, I don't think people really understand that that's going to be the case. But we'll see. Maybe liquidity pairing could change that. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be hard to say because it's really going to be dependent on where the mass of the liquidity is trading and what it's trading with, right? Because you got to remember, this is why Hex stood so strong when the rest of the market took a dump because
Yep.
it wasn't tied to the rest of the market. You
Right,
know?
but if you have a gun to your head though right now, and I said you've got to pick your fiscal year, when would you have it end for the best tax advantage, for for the lowest valuation? If you
Right,
could
right.
draw any kind of clairvoyance,
Because your strategy, your idea is correct. You want to pick the point in time where you can give them the lowest evaluation for your book.
right?
Period. So I'm 100% here. I know exactly where you're going with this. It's brilliant, and I hope that people are paying attention, right? Because this is tactical. This is tactical. So this is how you make smart moves for your pocket in the long term, right? Because this isn't something that some advisor might or might not tell you. This isn't in the book anywhere for them to tell you this. It's not. Now,
Can you ban the Korean spammer, please, from the chat?
No.
Don't show your stuff here. Jesus.
It continues to surge.
Don't let another
hell?
moment to pass you by. I'm gone. I'm deleted. Oh no.
that was funny. I didn't even notice that.
Why does Boom always talking about taxes? VTF. Buy Bitcoin if you wanna. Don't put that comment up. But
That's weird.
I'm not even talking about taxes that much.
I don't know why
What?
you said that. That was Papa
Salty-
talking about
salty.
taxes.
I don't know. where that is
I'm not
coming
Das
from.
Boom.
Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck is going
What?
on here? This dude watching the same-
He is
same
does
podcast.
boomer.
Das Boomer. I'm not a boomer either. Beardly. Not a boomer.
Such a weird comment.
By the way, sacrifice phase for Beardly has just started. You can give me all your money now. No expectations of profit.
I want the 1000x multiplier, please, to be the biggest.
Yeah, sure, but just no expectations.
Yeah, okay. I won't have any expectations, but I want those points.
Yeah, that's okay. I can give you points.
Points! I've
Sure.
got. Wait, my points are wrong, Beardly.
You
Can
get-
you please show
you
me the
get beard-
spreadsheet?
You get beard points.
Beard. You get hairs. That's the the smallest Yes. I'm shorted by hairs.
Yeah.
Oh, Lely is back. Sorry, guys. Just keep the government lingo out of Hex and crypto. So you really can't, because it's all connected. You cannot create a system that doesn't involve the old system, and make it work, because you have to onboard everybody from the old system into the new. that's why we have fiat on ramps to crypto, because people want to transfer their value from fiat into crypto. You have to have some kind of faucet. It's not that if you have a new closed system that everything is gonna just come out of there, out of nowhere.
Alan Fizm Ame, again for the win. I think you meant stubble coins. That's very funny. That's very funny stuff. Stubble only. Yeah, stubble only. Stubble coins.
You forget the one. Some people
Hilarious.
Everybody
forgetting
forgets
the
the
one.
one, man. We always gotta
Damn,
remind
that's
Come on,
great.
dude.
If you would have spelled it correctly, it would have been even funnier.
We already got rock paper USD.
Yeah, that was Was that
It's coming,
safe
4 more
USD?
weeks.
Yeah.
No, it's 4 more weeks.
4 more weeks.
Yeah, soon.
You know that you need to develop stuff on a PC or something, right? Not just in the back of your van with 2 twigs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
B-Rod is inviting you. Come to Portugal. We only have 11 hexagons here. There are probably many more hexagons in
Very
Portugal
even more.
than 11. The 11 are the one you only know from, right?
Alan, again, when hair drop.
Nice. I'm writing it down. That's important for later.
Oh. Lovely. Well done.
Portugal seems nice. Would be nice if all of Europe would be like Portugal. Oh, somebody is sharing his private
Who did that?
windows.
Is this
going on
Peter?
here?
Peter? Are you sharing? What the
We got
hell's
his-
going on?
We got a private screen share.
Is this Wales?
Yeah, this is
Please,
Peter.
please deactivate.
That's Peter.
Peter, what the hell are you doing?
Pay attention, bro. Stop trying to be a fake ghost.
Oh wait, he said check Telegram group.
What? Oh, Peter's got all sorts of stuff he's sharing over here because he's lost his voice. He's shy. And
No way, really? Wait, Coinbase did some transactions on Pulse Chain testnet.
Nah.
What?
no.
False
no.
alarm. False alarm.
Okay, but that
Everyone's
video
on
that he
Twitch.
posted afterwards, that's funny.
Oh, I didn't see the video.
Can you bring it up, Markable?
I was doing due diligence on the Coinbase theory.
What is this?
Damn, is that funny? Hold on. Holy shit.
Oh yeah,
I've never heard Das Bomb laugh, let alone like that.
that's hilarious. Can you bring that up, Markable?
Oh, yeah,
The
so
memes
stupid.
are real. The memes are real.
It's
great.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Can someone pull that
Holy
up?
shit! Do it. Bring it up,
Good one. That's a good one.
please. Markable, can you bring that up? It's brilliant.
Oh, we're just going live on YouTube in 10 minutes. In
Yay,
hour,
we
Oh,
got-
really? Well, that's
Hour
good. We're
and
also gonna
An hour and
close
10?
down in
hour and
10 minutes. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm just
Wait,
so
1 hour and 10 minutes?
Yes, an hour and 10 minutes.
We have time for a little
every
green.
time.
Plenty of time. Please bring that up so people can see this. It's hilarious.
Y'all dead wrong. Y'all meme makers are so wrong.
Is there any sound to it?
I don't know.
Yeah, there is sound, but
Oh, the sound is beautiful too. Ugh.
wait,
Well, that's
I'll
just
try
the
to
sound
bring
of
it.
Please, please. Oh, it's so
That's just
beautiful.
the sound of the clip. I
Yeah,
like
the sound of the clip is beautiful.
Good.
It's so ripe for the memery.
Yeah, he's in Mexico. Oh, actually, he's building Henry Island. He's currently working on the turrets.
KNTX is actually founder of Connexiclon.
Connexiclon.
Yes, within
I don't
Hexaco.
know.
Come on, there has to be a
Connexiclon.
Connexiclon, the old Mexico City or whatever name.
Oh yeah, we can pull it up.
Connexiclon
Oh.
was the
Okay, you
wasn't
do
it
it.
the-
I
Here we
don't-
go.
I don't know if there's gonna be sound though.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, I'm gonna kick you.
Is there
No.
sound?
No,
No sound? Wait.
do better.
Yeah.
Do better.
Uh,
No. You have to.
Look at the nipples through the shirt are great too.
Yeah. Now you also don't have sound.
That was bad. That was like a come on, play back the entire message. We're 15 cents again, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. In the meantime, thank you, Melv Tony. We've just breached 15 yet again. Das Bomb, you're gone now completely.
Yeah. Well, now he's gone completely.
Aww.
Can you put up the video again? I'm
Yep.
gonna change my output and see if that works.
Probably not.
Just play it a few
Drum rolls.
times. Yeah.
Nope. Even without sound.
That's wrong. Mistake. So wrong, but it's so funny.
This is better than the feature. The memes.
Did it have sound though? I don't know.
No,
if
it didn't.
You heard it.
It
No?
didn't,
Ah,
no.
God damn it. Okay. Well, I'm not a professional streamer yet, I guess.
It's RG3
kinda
is so
like-
small the mic couldn't pick up the audio. That was good. That was Alan's on fire today, man. It's fucking great. That's 3 for 3, man. Lovely.
Julio, we got some funny people in this.
We got lots of comedians. This is great.
Yeah, I love it.
I forgive the fact that he forgot the one after stubble only. You have redeemed yourself.
No. It's not a name, you freaking Niederlander. He meant that you can only sacrifice stubble only.
Yeah, but every time you have that, you have to say one.
No, not every time you have that. You got to put a
Otherwise,
one.
it doesn't work properly.
Shut up.
You need to understand language.
Okay, what you don't understand is you don't understand. I understand. Okay.
All right. It's stubble only one. Get it?
No.
It's like one, and preferably without any spaces between.
You got. You know what you are? You're a
Beard.
beard brain.
I'm just a beard with dreams.
Lely Flawless. I really would like to talk for some of them because he seems to be interesting. Lely Flawless. I would like to get some people in if they're not, if they don't mind. He says, great answer, Das Baum. Decentralized systems are not attached to the legacy ones. It's the legacy centralized system that need time before the decentralized world consumes it entirely. Know your customer equals not crypto.
It's an ideal, but there's still a huge revolution to be waged.
The question is, where do you see that in real life? Because I did not see it anywhere. I have not yet seen a crypto that is just existing for itself, completely decentralized, completely disconnected from any other market. Because how are you ever gonna spend your crypto? How are you ever gonna buy something with it? How are you ever gonna use it? Like, I don't see it. I don't see any example of that. That's my point. Because I cannot buy my coffee, I cannot buy my car, I cannot pay my rent with any decentralized system that's not connected to the legacy markets. How do I use it? Like, how do you kickstart that initial use case for this decentralized? But it sounds nice to me. Like, it's an ideal that would be nice to have. Like, if everybody on the world suddenly got each one Bitcoin or the amount of Bitcoins to their current value and what they own right now, and then and everybody switches at the same time to that new currency, that would work, I guess. But this ideal does not exist anywhere in real life, and I didn't see it, at least. That's why I think we need the connection to the legacy market.
Das Bomb, I have a solution. I just thought of this. We can win. And Lely can get this, and we can all enjoy a world where we win. All we got to do is print up stickers about this big that says Hex accepted here with our logo, and just paste it on the front of every shop along the way. Everywhere we find Hex accepted here, until finally everyone says, I heard that Hex was accepted here.
How about
what?
Pulse? I don't want to trade my Hex.
Oh,
and
Pulse.
I don't want anyone else to trade.
You're right. Yeah. Pulse accepted here will do. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Pulse accepted here. The stickers about this big. We just paste them nicely and squarely, right in front of every shop that we see. And there you go. You win. Keep it tight.
Goodbye.
That's what I tell my wife.
Keep it tight.
Oh yeah. Keep it tight, baby. Anyway, I think I'm going to start that campaign. That'll be my revolution. Are you in, Wales?
Sure.
Let's get those stickers printed
I'm
now.
already working on it, but yeah, sure.
Pulse accepted here, and people will gawk at it and say, "What?" Shop owners will say, "I didn't put that up."
People fail to realize that the internet is irrelevant. The real world is what matters. If you're not working to affect change in the real world, then you just slacking. That's just what it is.
It's a massive guerrilla campaign. Polls accepted everywhere. Suddenly stickers pop up.
It's so awesome. So awesome.
All over the world.
They don't even. They don't have to be stickers. They could just be memes. We just paste them on, digitally, and circulate those on the internet. Perfect. Then they ultimately will win. That's it.
And you also get an incentive on there, 20% off if you pay with polls.
That's even better. 20%. People come in. I'm here for the 20% discount.
Store.
Louis Vuitton. Put it in the front. I'm here for the 20% discount. Excuse me, sir. We do not give discounts
People
here.
will ask a lot about it.
It's a Pulse discount. It says it on the bill.
I love it. We have to do this.
14% Pulse discount.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Good call.
13% off. Nice.
Good call.
I love it.
Call. I just read it. Dorsey. Good call. Dorsey made that call.
Nice.
Yeah, you could actually. You could post them on a good Google business list. I've heard of shit like that before.
Yep, Richard Hart is going live in 1 hour.
I posted my car on with the hex.com logo on the store that did the covering, and also on the import website. So everybody who is importing luxury cars and everybody who is covering their luxury cars and is looking up the Google listing for that one, he will see my car as an advertisement with hex.com and the awesome branding.
That's
and
amazing,
everything.
brother. That's amazing. That's definitely
Google reviews. Fuck yeah.
just like the UGHR Lambo race from last weekend, I think it was.
Yeah, that one was good, and he won as well, right?
Yeah, he won. Of course,
he won.
233 miles per hour, bro. Mike, somebody doing that shit in a fucking quarter-mile track. Of course, he won.
How's that? Was it a parachute?
Yeah.
Is it like a
Drag
custom? Do
Yes.
they have to have it, or is that what's going on there with the parachute? I don't get it. I don't usually watch that kind of style.
So that's
style
a souped up
races.
Lambo. That's literally I think if not, that's probably one of the fastest Lambos in existence.
So it's a custom car. It's not
Yeah.
that Lambo makes them.
No.
The guy just bought the car and then puts
Souped it
new
up.
motor, new everything in. Or
I
how
don't know,
does
yeah,
it work?
yeah. Like if you look at the rear wheel tires, you'll notice that they're slicks. Like they're racing tires.
Yeah. They don't
That's
have a
how you know.
profile, right?
Yeah, they don't have a low profile, and that's how you know. It's a unique vehicle. It's not just a fancy Lambo. It's they're doing shit with it. So yeah, it's a sleeper. but not really. I mean, it was definitely the fastest Lambo on the track that day, and I think the weakest Lambo there had like 1,500 horsepower. 1,500, weakest. Yes, sir.
Are those street legal?
Uh,
Can you still drive around, or do you have to like
don't
ship
know.
that car from?
I don't think
racetrack
they
to
drive them
racetrack?
around. Yeah, they ship them around, but I don't think you want to drive that around, bro. Imagine you touching that gas.
Just,
You're
yeah,
going
just
100 miles an hour.
you,
like
you
in
just
seconds.
tip it and
Yeah, like,
it's in the next tree.
yeah, like
God
what the
damn it.
fuck? Yeah, like, nah, that's too dangerous. I wouldn't want to get one. Yeah.
So almost exactly 1 hour left for the 57 minutes until Richard goes live. Give or take 20 minutes for him to get his gear together. Let's tune in and give him our full support. Tell your friends, families, dogs, and cats to wake up and watch that stream because there's always big news. And with that, gentlemen,
Outro.
Outro. That's the wrong outro.